What is up? This is Claudia with Claudia Sells El Paso. Yesterday was a rough day in real estate, at least for me. I didn't post anything because I was trying to work out on a deal. So I have a client that's had a listing on the market for 30 plus days. We've done tons of price reductions. We've offered incentives, and obviously one of the things that we battle as real estate agents is providing value when clients have solar panels. Solar panels are great if they're paid off. I feel like a lot of agents would agree with me out there that if your client is going to pay them off, it's a huge incentive for a buyer. But for some reason, they don't really add any value with appraisals. So it's hard for somebody to justify a price or a price increase based on the solar panels being available. It is very rare that I've seen an appraiser say, oh, they have solar panels, let me add value to it. It's very rare. And if you can find one and you can establish value with the appraiser, that's great. Hats off to you if you were able to do it. But I will say it is a very hard objection to overcome when a seller is unwilling to pay the solar panels off. I feel as a real estate agent that is a choice that the seller chose to do, not the buyer. So either establish the price based off the solar panels being paid off, or negotiate with your seller to come to some sort of agreement with the buyer. And in some extreme case, you may find a buyer that is willing to assume the loan. The good thing about solar panels is they don't have crazy interest rates when it comes to somebody assuming the loans. But again, you have to be able to get them to qualify. So their credit would be hit with a hard inquiry. So that's one thing to be mindful of. If they're not cash, it could affect their position for them to purchase a home. The other thing is obviously they have to be able to add that onto their debt to income ratio. So it might affect their percentages, where it might affect the overall deal. So yeah, yesterday I would say in a matter of minutes from when I got the executed contract to when the actual contract fell apart would probably be in a matter of 10 minutes. So we got the contract signed, everything was executed. I provided the buyer's agent the contact information. They said that they were having issues getting through. So we did like a massive party call. It was myself, the agent, the client. Then we all called the solar panel together. When we called the solar panel company, because the buyer speaks Spanish, we had to wait ages on hold for for a translator to get on the line and to explain the terms of the loan. In that point where he was explaining the terms of the loan, he said, great, send me the application. They send him the application and we all hang up, everything seems great. Not knowing that he had bad credit. And I would say 5 minutes after I hung up with them, I got a text message that unfortunately the buyer did not qualify for the solar panels because of his credit. And at that point, we went back and forth trying to negotiate whether my client, the seller, would assume the loan and if they would be willing to increase the offer, and they were not, and we had the contract withdrawn and we're back on the market. So today I'm going to meet with my client to figure out some sort of strategy to revitalize the listing because it has been on the market for a while. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. It was finally one of those days where I was looking up about this listing, and you know, we all have our challenging days, and everybody that thinks real estate is so easy, become a real estate agent. You work for yourself. Yeah, It's a lot of extra stress. And obviously, with us executing the contract, I had already sent it to the title company. So there's a lot of people involved in these transactions, and a lot of emails and text messages that go back and forth to get these deals done. So if you're having challenging moments, you're not the only one. And obviously there's things that you need to understand as a seller or as a buyer, and this is where our role comes into play as agents for you, advocating for you, fighting for you, making sure that your deal goes through while you're at work. Yes, you executed your contract, but just keep in mind, us as agents are working in the background on your behalf. So if you have questions or you have any suggestions regarding solar panels or other experiences, please share them in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Put your comments down in the little boxes underneath us, and hope to see you later. And remember, this is Claudia with Claudia Sells El Paso. Have a good day.